Hello, this is AstrologerCoach Sonja Francis, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming new moon on October 15th at 8:03 a.m. on the East Coast in the US and 5:03 a.m. in the West Coast time in the US. And this new moon will happen at 22 degrees of Libra, and Libra is very much about balance, it's about equality, it's about relationships, it's about harmony and peace. And it's really also about being able to move towards fairness and towards equal relationships and partnerships between all beings. Now, with this new moon, we're getting a chance to look at the imbalances that are uh, in our world, in our personal lives, and also in the outer world. We're getting a chance to take a look at the injustices that are taking place or that are present in our personal lives or on the collective, and we're getting a chance to move towards resolving or dealing with some of these imbalances and injustices. Now, because Venus is the ruler of Libra, we're also getting to take a look at Venus more closely, which is about the heart. It's about having an open heart. It's about relationships. It's about having an understanding with other people, being able to receive love, being able to cooperate, being able to see both equations of of a situation, being able to see what the other person is about and being able to see what we're about, and trying to find a common denominator in a win-win situation. And so, with Venus being a part of this new moon, with Venus being the planet that's a part of the new moon, and Venus being in Virgo right now, we're getting to really take a closer look at our relationships, and we're also getting a chance to take a closer look at the balance between the feminine and masculine energies within us and within our relationships. So here's what's really important to take a look at, is that whenever we are focusing on what goes on inside of us and trying to find that inner balance, we're we're also changing how we perceive the outside world, because the outside world is very much a reflection of our inside world. So it's very important to empower ourselves by really taking responsibility for what's happening inside of us and how we perceive those balances, those feminine masculine balances, and also how we're connected to our own feminine energies within us. So the feminine energies are really the ability to understand and receive and to accept what is so. So the other part with this new moon is that Jupiter is having a very strong position in this new moon, as it's making a supportive aspect to the sun and the moon, and it's making a challenging aspect to Venus, which is the ruler of Libra. And so here we're being invited to expand our relationships through communication, through connecting. And we're also being invited to stretch ourselves a little bit in regards to how we see relationships, what we believe about relationships and about gender roles, what we believe about the feminine and the masculine. And so the questions that come up around this help us redefine what relationships look like in the outside world and within us. And so this is also an invitation to release any dysfunctional traditions that we're holding on to around gender roles, around relationships, and to create new models that bring us to a more empowered feminine, to bring us to a more powerful and balanced relationship within us and outside of us. So this new moon is also very much a healing process for us to open our hearts more towards other people, to open our hearts more towards our planet, towards the cosmos, and to really find a way to work with one another, to really find a way to create some healing when it comes to our acceptance around other people, other countries, other situations, the other, when it comes to the other. Now, the question that you can ask yourself for this new moon is, how can I do my part in bringing more beauty, more harmony, and more balance towards my personal relationships, or towards my personal world, and towards the world at large, towards the collective. Now, every new moon is a brilliant time to set some intentions. So if you want to set some intentions around that questions may really help you with setting those intentions, and also just, aligning yourself with the energies that I mentioned around this new moon is going to help to set some very powerful intention for this lunar cycle. And because the new moon is a time where we want to go within and to really tap into our intuition, and finding that connection to our inner wisdom, where we can plant a new seed, for something new to happen in our lives, in regards to the Libra energy. It's a great time with these intentions to really go within and to check in with ourselves what it is that we want to create, and what we want to do in this lunar cycle. So the people that have 19 to 26 degrees of Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and Cancer, personal planets or personal points in their chart that are in those degrees, are going to be more affected by this new moon. Now, personal planets would be, the moon, the sun, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. And personal points would be your ascendant or your career point. So if you have any of those in 19 to 26 degrees in those signs, you're definitely going to experience more shifts in terms of your personal relationships, or you're going to experience shifts in terms of how you see and what you believe in terms of the masculine feminine balance and the feminine energies within you. But all of us are definitely going to be affected by this new moon in one way or another. It's going to affect us in some way. The other thing I want to say with the intentions is, make sure to set the intentions when the moon is not void of course. And in order to know what the moon void of course is, when these phases are, please feel free to check in with my weekly blog that I post every Sunday evening on my website at astrologercoach.com/blog. And I always mention the moon void of course phases. So make sure that you set these intentions when the moon is not void of course. And you have up to 48 hours after the new moon to set powerful intentions. The other thing is that I want to offer a special until October 30th, which is 20% off my natal chart readings that I do. So feel free to reach out if you do want some support with any shifts or changes that are happening in your life right now, or any adjusting that needs to happen for you, and to see how you can best do that and how you can best support yourself with that. I'd be very happy to do a reading for you. So reach out and take advantage of this offer until October 30th. And also, I have a new reading that I'm offering on my website, which is a mini reading. It's a 25-minute reading that can help you with one questions that you have about something very specific, or with one transit. If you just want to know what one transit is doing, for example, what is Saturn doing in your chart for the next 3 years, or how is this new moon affecting you specifically, then reach out and do a mini reading with me, and go to my website to see in more detail what that's about, at astrologercoach.com/services.html. And I will have those links also listed below this video in the description window. So feel free to reach out for readings and to get support. Have a fantastic new moon. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. And please also feel free to check in with my Saturn video that I posted last week if you haven't seen it yet. I also wrote a blog about the Saturn in Scorpio for the next three years, which is very powerful and has more details than the video. So please feel free to check in with that blog as well. And you can go to see that on my website at astrologercoach.com/blog. And if you click on the link that says Saturn on the left side of the website, then you will see the video and the blog that is in connection to Saturn in Scorpio. Very powerful. I recommend it. Have a fantastic new moon, and I talk to you soon. This is Astrologer Coach Sonja Francis. Goodbye.